An agent charged £250 for a visa that costs 30. The hotel was 20 minutes from the Haram by shuttle. And when I added up every cost in the package, the markup was nearly 60%. This is a 1950 Umrah package. I am going to break it down pound by pound, so you can see exactly where your money goes. Same trip, same dates. But a 5-star hotel you can actually walk to the Haram from. Let's start with the flights. You and your wife. October half-term. London to Jeddah return. Peak pricing. 4 options that matter. The cheapest, Kuwait Airways at $440. Long journey but luggage included. The one I'm using, Royal Jordanian at $604. One stop, 23-kilo bag included. Now here is where people get caught. Wizz Air at $675 direct. Looks great, except that is hand baggage only. Add a checked bag and you are paying $725 to $755. That cheap direct flight is not cheap anymore. Always check what is included. And Saudia at $988. Looks expensive, but includes 2 23-kilo bags each. If you are traveling heavy, the gap closes fast. For 2 adults on Royal Jordanian, £1,208 on flights. But flights are not where the agent makes their money. That is hiding somewhere else entirely. The Saudi Umrah visa costs £30 if you hold a UK passport. I need you to hear that again. £30. It is called the EVW. You apply online. Single entry, valid 90 days. For a standard Umrah trip, that is all you need. There is also the tourist e-visa at $110 to $120 if you are planning multiple trips. So when an agent charges you £250 for visa processing, I mean what processing? You filled in a form and charged me 8 times the actual cost. Sorry, that one gets me. 2 adults, £60 on visas. Running total, $1,268. Now here is where this whole thing falls apart. The hotels. This is the chapter. This is where the biggest gap lives between what agents charge and what things actually cost. The 1950 package includes a 5-star hotel in the Aziziyah area. Shuttle service to the Haram included. Aziziyah is 3 to 4 kilometers from the Haram. You cannot walk it. You take a shuttle. 20 minutes if you are lucky. And that shuttle does not run at 3 a.m. when you want to pray Fajr. It does not run when you want to pop back for a nap. You are on their schedule. A 5-star hotel in Aziziyah during half-term? I checked booking.com. £40 to £70 a night. 7 nights at 60 quid. £420. For the room, 2 people sharing. Remember that number. 420. It is going to come back later, and it is going to make you angry. The Marriott Jabal Omar. 5-star, 8.8 rating. 12,500 reviews. 7-minute walk from the Haram. Not a shuttle, a walk. 7 nights for 2 adults. £1,130. £161 a night. Yes, it costs more. But stay with me. The maths at the end is going to surprise you. The Jumeirah was available at $1,322. The address at $1,363. All walking distance. All on booking.com. The agent just hopes you do not look. 99% of 5-star hotels were sold out. Half-term does that. The one available, Sofitel Shad Al Medina. 5-star, 8.9 rating walking distance. 3 nights for 2, $769. Not cheap, but the only 5-star left. Book earlier and you get better options at half the price. Hotels total, $1,899. Both cities, 5-star, walking distance, running total, $3,167. Now let me deal with transfers and food. This bit is quicker than you think. Agencies bundle transfers like it is some massive operation. It is not. Jeddah to Makkah. Private car, £60. Someone waiting at arrivals with your name on a board. Mecca to Medina, Haramain high-speed train, 70 for two. 2.5 hours, clean, modern. Medina to airport. Pre-booked sedan, 25. Local taxis, Kareem and Uber work everywhere. 50 quid, over 10 days. That is it. 205 for all transfers. Food in Saudi is cheap. Al-Bike, £2 to £5. Shawarma, 3 to 4. A proper sit-down at Al-Romanziyah with kabza and grills, 8 to 17. And the portions are massive. £15 per person per day, covers 3 meals eating well. 10 days for 2, 300. Running total, 3,672. Let me put it all together. Because this is the bit that changes everything. 2 adults, half-term, 10 nights, 5-star, walking distance, everything included. The graphic shows every line. The total, 3,672 for 2. Per person, 1836. The agent charged 1950. I came to 1836. Let that land. The DIY trip with a walking distance Marriott is £114 cheaper per person than the agent's shuttle hotel in Aziziyah. You save money and you get a better trip. You walk to Fajr. You go to the Haram whenever you want, not whenever the shuttle turns up. But that is only half the story, because I have not shown you what the agent actually pays. Group rate flights, about 500. Visa, about 30. That Aziziyah hotel, 7 nights at group rates, about 180 per person. Medina, 60. Shared bus transfers, 30. Their total cost, roughly 800 quid per person. They charge 1950. £1,150 of pure markup, nearly 60% of what you paid. And the hotel is 20 minutes away by shuttle. I am going to let that sit for a second. Now look, some agents earn their fee. First-timers, elderly parents needing wheelchair assistance, a good agency handles that. But a good agent puts you in a walking distance hotel and tells you the name before you pay. You know the difference. Screenshot this. Ask for the hotel name before you pay. Search it on booking.com. Check the nightly rate, the distance, the reviews. 30 seconds. Price your own flights on Skyscanner and include luggage. The visa is £30 with a UK passport. Kareem works everywhere in Saudi. Add it all up and compare. And book early. Half-term sells out. Every single pound. Not guesses. Booking.com prices, Skyscanner prices, numbers anyone can verify right now. You deserve to know what things actually cost before you hand over your money. Send this to anyone planning Umrah before they book. That is all I ask. More breakdowns coming. Subscribe so you do not miss them.